And here we are, back again with another edition of the Fishing Pole. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So today what I thought I'd do is I'd make some inline spinners. So I've got a kit here I bought off Amazon called Dr. Fish. And I bought some of these round nose pliers, which in retrospect I probably didn't need them, but I'll get into that in a little bit. This is a 140 piece kit you see here, and it makes about 10 spinner baits. And these are perfect for trout. The hooks, I believe, are a number 6 treble hook, which is kind of a good size for trout here. And there was a bigger one here. I think it's a number 10. Like I said, this kit makes a total of about 10 spinner baits. So I've been practicing with this. I haven't done this, actually. I've seen a lot of people do it. So this is kind of the idiot's guide on how to make a spinner bait. And what we have here is some wire. I kind of goofed this one up, but this is wire. Over here, we have the body of the spinner bait here. This is a slightly bigger one. This is a silver one. There's a copper colored one. It's a slightly smaller. We also have some beads, which are here. We have some clevises, which the blade sits on. We have various blade baits. These are Colorado blades. And there are a whole host of different types of blades you can get for these. But I just picked this particular kit because it was the cheapest. And someone had recommended Colorado blades for trout. So here we go for this build. So as you can see, the body of this is kind of long. So I'm going to clip part of this off here with a pair of side cutters just to kind of make this fit a little better. We're first going to put treble hook on. This actually would work a lot better. Of course, I'm dealing with kind of primitive stuff here with a fly vise, which I don't have, but you can do this just like this and it does work pretty well. So, tricky part. Trying to squeeze this wire on. So that's the body. We're going to follow up with a bead. And from what I understand is the heavier the weight you use these, the faster they sink. And the more they come, the deeper they get. A lot of times with trout, which is what I'm hoping to catch these with, they'll see it more. So this is the clevis. This holds your spinnerbait in place, and I've got the tiny, tiny bead right there. And we're just going to slide this on. And I'm just kind of picking colors and stuff at random. If you go through Cabela's or a lot of, even online on Amazon, there's a lot of different things you can put on here. A lot of different colors, a lot of different bodies. But I went with a very basic kit here just to see how this stuff works. And I spent a total of about $15 for the kit, $8 for these needle nose pliers, which I would not recommend. If you can find ones that lock, that would be a lot better. And the tricky part is going to be try to do this with these needle nose pliers. What I understand is you got to go ahead of the clevis about 1/4 of an inch. And you want to hold. Then you want to take the wire and bend it about 270 degrees, they say. The other version of this calls for the base of it. Actually, that's not too terrible. But around the base of it here, you can put a split ring instead of attaching the hook right there, so you can change hooks out as you need it too. If your hook breaks or you want to go with something a little bigger or a little smaller, you can go with a split ring. So last but not least, what I want to try to do is take these needle nose pliers and we're going to cut this off as close as we can get it, like so. Oh, that flew across the room. Just trying to round that off as much as you can. And it has that odd D-shaped look to it. And again, those round nose pliers would have been better, but they were not working for us right now. That little tag in right there, I'm going to see if I can take a little piece of sandpaper or something to it. Just kind of brush off the edge, yeah. So I got 4 spinner baits here, inline spinner baits. This is my first attempt at doing this. The product is called Dr. Fish. Like I said, it was about 14 bucks. If you do decide to do it though, definitely get round nose pliers that lock, unlike these. A vise would be nice too. As I do this a little more, be a little more easier to do. And this is one of the things you get a little satisfaction out of, making your own stuff that actually catch fish. So kind of brings a little more satisfaction into the sport. Inline spinners themselves are actually pretty expensive after a while. For one of these, you probably pay at least $2 or $3 wherever you go. The kit was 15 bucks, so it's definitely worth the money if you put a little time and effort into making your own spinner baits. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. If you're a fisherman, if you're a diehard fisherman like I am, definitely do it, because 1, you'll save money. 2, you learn what works and what doesn't work. Again, this is all an experiment. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Happy fishing.